Hi all, hope you're okay. And most David Bowie fans, of course, buy a lot of merchandise and memorabilia, and there's always something you really want to add to your collection that maybe you've found has escaped you for many years or even many decades. And this is one of those I've now just managed to add to my collection. The David Bowie Tour 1973 tour programme. Now this programme was quite a thin programme, there's only 8 pages to it, but there are some amazing images of Bowie, taken by, of course, Sakita, and the programme is complete because there were only 8 pages inside the tour programme. And of those 8 pages, there was an advert, of course, RCA Records and Tapes, so advertising Hunky Dory, Ziggy, The Man Who Sold the World and Space Oddity albums. And then you've got the track listing there of the Aladdin Sane album. Of course, he was on tour promoting this album, Aladdin Sane, which really, I mean, what an amazing image that is, isn't it, by Duffy. This is an extraordinarily well-known image, again by Sakita. We've got lots of credits there for people like the band, Mick Ronson, Trevor Bolder, Woody Woodmansey, Mike Garson, Brian Wilshaw, Ken Fordham, John Hutchison and Jeff McCormack, who was on percussion and vocals. David Bowie's really good friend, of course, and others there, of course, like tour managers, equipment manager, etc. And you could cut that out and you could send that little strip of paper off to join the David Bowie fan club. But would you really destroy the programme to do that? And the rear cover image has a picture of David Bowie there, which is obviously the centrefold of the album, the gatefold album, with Main Man on it. Now, this programme has a bit of a difference because you can actually get hold of the programme. It will cost you probably about, I don't know, maybe £80 to £300, just depending on condition. This one is in very good condition. The difference with this particular tour programme is that David Bowie signed it in 1973. Thanks, David Bowie, and it is fully certified by davidbowieautograph.com, the website. Worth a look, actually, folks, if you don't know the website. davidbowieautograph.com has got great information on there, and it's a fabulous website. So there you are, the David Bowie Tour 1973 tour programme, fully signed in 1973 with a rare David Bowie. Thank you very much for watching. So this is the Aladdin Sane album, and it's the first original pressing from Japan. There were a few pressings actually in Japan, and I'll insert at the end of this video an image of the second pressing, which I also have. So this white strip down the side is called an obi strip, for those of you who don't know that. And the Japanese put those on most albums. I mean, it glams them up, but it also differentiates them between the various prints of the album and various pressings of the album. So we happen to know that RCA 6100 with this obi strip is the first pressing. Now this copy is signed on the cover by David Bowie in 1973 with Love, David Bowie, a nice large signature there. And considering it's 50 years old, it's in pretty immaculate condition, don't you think? There are a few marks on the cover, which you would expect after 50 years, so nothing to detract from it too much, and they can actually be cleaned off, and I'm going to attempt to do that myself, which I've never done on an album cover before. I usually send them away to be cleaned, but on this occasion I am actually going to try and do it myself, and I will post a video of that in due course when I get round to doing it. The first pressing of the album itself is valuable, but obviously with the addition of the original David Bowie autograph from 1973, it ramps it up to a new level. So this is the rear of the album, and again we've got marks there. So what I'm going to try and do is remove the ones on the back of the album before I have a go at the front of the album. I mean, I'm going to get this framed anyway, so you won't see the back, so I can sort of do a bit of a test on the back, which will be quite good. So there you are, that's the first pressing Japanese Aladdin Sane signed by David Bowie in 1973, and I will add an image of the second pressing now as well. So thank you very much for watching, and take care. Hi everyone, hope you had an amazing Christmas, and Santa was really good to me. He brought me the Hero Sessions, which is a double bootleg album, and you can see the track listing there: Beauty and the Beast, Joe the Lion, Heroes, The Outtake, and so on. And as I said, this is a double album, great imagery, and it's extraordinarily well packaged as well. So that's part one. And part one is actually on clear vinyl, as you can see there. That's side two of the first part of the set. And then we have the Hero Sessions part two. Again, it's a lovely cover. There is the track listing. Secret Life of Arabia, that is an amazing song. I hope you all agree with that. And as you can see, part two of the set, that's side three of part two, is actually on black vinyl. And there are only 60 copies available, Hero Sessions limited edition 2LP set. This is number 44 that I actually have. And the bootleg is actually by Raven Records, and I do have several of their bootlegs. And there's also a facsimile of the Heroes press kit, which is rather nice, and inside is complete as well. So you get all the RCA bump that comes with a press kit, of course, and there's a lot of it, as you can see, all sorts of stuff in there to read and look at. And that is a copy of it, and on the back, tomorrow belongs to those who can hear it coming. Very famous David Bowie quotation. Raven Records are renowned for putting loads and loads of extras in, so you get their customary beer mats, they usually put those in, and the original prints, or copies of the original prints that came with the press pack, and a bit of an extra one there, which is rather nice as well. And actually, to complete the set, you also get two additional posters of Bowie. That's the first one. And this is the second one, of course, images by Sakita, the Japanese photographer who took so many images of Bowie over the decades. So, hope you've enjoyed it. That is the Hero Sessions double album, 4 sides, and you've seen the track listing and all the extras that go with it by Raven Records, and this is RR20. I can thoroughly recommend it, and the sound quality is really very good. Anyway, hope you had a great Christmas, and this is a lovely addition to my collection. So I'll see you again in the next one. I'll show you something else I received.